Welcome to the Money Watch Show. It's Thursday, June 20th, and we are here trying to help you make better financial decisions. The way we do that is we encourage you to go to our website, JillOnMoney.com. Click the Contact Us button and write us a note. If you'd like to join us live, check that box, and Mark will do everything else. Magic Mark. Hello, Magic Mark. How are you?
I am well. I was just thinking, today's June 20th, so does that mean tomorrow is the longest day of the year?
Yeah, I think it is.
Somewhere around then?
Yeah, like some sort of vernal equinox or something.
And then let me just say it, then every day gets a little shorter.
Well, you know, I just was in the elevator with one of my neighbors, and she was complaining that it was windy on our block. We live in a very windy block here. And I'm like, it feels fallish. I said, this is like perfect weather. I said, really, it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't think that either of us, you and I, Mark, we're not like hot weather people. So she says, well, would you rather be really cold or really hot? I said, I'd always rather be cold.
Duh.
Always,
yeah, no kidding.
Always rather be cold.
100%. And let me clarify, the days don't get shorter. There's just less sunlight, okay? Before somebody writes
smart
in.
aleck writes in. It's okay. You want to be a smart aleck, you can write in. What are people writing in about? Wait till people hear our last show, and wait until we start getting emails from the woman with 7 children. That's all I can say. It's shocking. It took me a while to kind of recover from that first statement. So anyway, get in touch with us. Mark and I are delighted to talk to you. And we are both certified financial planners. Is this your CE? Is this your continuing ed year, Mark?
I thought it was, and I just logged in the other day. No, I have another year, but I did get prompted to pay my annual fee.
Kevin never forgets about that, the boss at the CFP board. He never forgets to ask for the dues. All right, gang. So we are both certified financial planners. We love hearing all about you. And that's what we're going to do with Julie. She's on the line from the Midwest. Hi, Julie. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. What's going on, Julie? What can we do for you?
Well, first, I would just want to thank you because I have just absolutely loved listening and learning from you both for the last several years.
Aww.
And I just think what you do is amazing.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate your appreciation.
Well, great. Well, I'm excited to get your expertise. So I have 2 questions. One is just to kind of make sure we're on track. And then the other is how to handle kind of a self-employment income windfall that I've received.
Ooh, I love windfalls. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So
and I just want to...
You have a we? Yeah. You have a we of a partner?
I do. I have a hubby.
Okay.
Yep.
How old are you and how old is he?
I am 51 and he is 52.
Do you guys have kids?
We do. We have a 20-year-old junior in college and an 18-year-old about to go to college.
Oh, you're so close.
Yep.
How are you paying for college, or are they paying for it? Have you saved for it? Like what's going on?
$529. Yep, yeah. $529.
You have a bunch of money left? Like, are you okay, or do we have to hive off some of the windfall to pay for college?
Actually, no. I think we're in good shape. We still have a decent amount in the 529 that should cover the second half of one and the rest of the other.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
are they in public or private?
The oldest is in public and the youngest is going to private.
That's a disappointment to me. I'm sorry.
I know. It really worked out this way, but yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you guys both working full time?
Yes.
How much you guys earn?
It's going to be about $250 this year.
Okay. And are you comfortable on that? I mean, I know that listen, kids are expensive and 529s are expensive. On the 250, you feeling okay?
We do. Okay. We had kind of a income reset a couple years ago, kind of a forced money reset that's brought my income down quite a bit, but we've been making it work well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And are you contributing to retirement accounts on the 250?
That is the adjustment we've made. So for my husband, we're doing a small percent into his Roth 457. He's a municipal employee, and I am not contributing currently.
But when you say municipal employee, that sort of brings a little flash of excitement to me of a pension. Yes. Is that so?
That is so, yes.
So he's 52. Tell me the details of the pension. How long does he have to be in the system, and what would the pension benefit be?
Yes. So he is planning on working about 7 more years. And at that time, his pension benefit should be about $7,500 gross a month.
Oh, and healthcare as well?
So healthcare, we would have to purchase through them at pretty much the whole price. So I'm kind of accounting for that in our monthly spending that
Okay.
some things will go down, some things will go
How
up.
much money's in his Roth 457 right now?
Actually, that is the tiniest amount because we just started doing that. That's about 6,500. And then he has traditional 457 as well.
How much in there?
And that's 311.
And your retirement account?
So we both have accounts at Vanguard as well. I've got a rollover IRA of 772.
Oh, hello.
He's got a rollover IRA of 33.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a Roth IRA of 122.
Okay.
And he's got a Roth IRA of 50,000.
Wow, you've knocked it out of the park there, girl.
We're trying.
That's good.
We're trying. Thank
All
you.
right, that's great. Do you guys own a home?
We do.
How much would you guess it's worth?
I think about 475 right now.
Do you still have a mortgage outstanding?
76,000.
That's it?
Yep.
What's the interest rate?
You're going to love it. 2.5%.
I wish it were a 40-year mortgage.
I know. It's a 10-year too. It was right before I started listening to you. So I'm so mad I didn't do it. But yeah.
No worries.
We do also own a condo in another state.
Oh, like a vacation condo or an investment condo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, vacation.
And so you use it, right?
We do, yeah.
How much is the condo worth?
It's worth about $350 now.
Okay. Is there a mortgage outstanding on that?
There is about 166.
Okay.
And it's got a 2.625% rate. And that is a 30-year.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Yeah, timing was great.
But you want to keep this. You're not renting it.
We
This
do.
is like you're
Yep.
using it. Okay,
We
great.
do, yep.
Perfect. How about plain old taxable accounts or savings accounts?
Yep. So we have, I would say, about 75,000 in cash and CDs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have about 63,000 in brokerage. And then we have this additional windfall in the 529s.
So just want to make sure I got this. So you're in your early 50s. When he retires, let's say he works till he's 59 and he gets the $7,500 a month gross.
Yep.
Is it your intention to also call it quits at that time?
I think so. Yeah. And I maybe a little bit before, maybe around the same time, just kind of see how it goes. My work's a little more flexible and I've been able to help. We have all 4 parents around. So I like to keep that flexibility to be helpful.
Are they in good health? Everyone okay?
We have some ups and downs, but overall in good health and they're financially independent. So,
okay. Okay. So now I'm just going to go through make sure I captured everything.
Sure.
So we have the Vanguard, the 772. Then we have 33. Those are both rollovers.
Yep.
Then we have a Roth of 122, right?
Yep.
A Roth of 50. And we have his traditional 457, 311. And we have his 457 Roth of 6,500.
That's right.
Okay. It's a lot of money.
Good.
I mean, you're like, yes. Okay. What are we missing in this? Is there anything else that you need to tell us we're going to talk about the windfall in a second, but
Sure.
anything else that is like, well, you really need to know blank?
I think that covers it. We do have about 200 in the 529s. So I think that's why we're in good shape there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to inherit money from parents that are alive?
We aren't planning on it, but probably yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like maudlin. Just
no,
wondering,
I know. No, I hear you.
Let's go into windfall land. I'm excited. Okay. What has happened?
So I would call it an unexpected self-employment income windfall. And
so what's the amount, baby? Let's do it.
$500,000, 500,000. Yep.
Oh, and when did you receive it? This year or last year?
Earlier this year.
Okay. What's the number one priority that you would like to address in this windfall? Like, what do you think is the most important part of what would be make you feel great?
2 questions. One is whether or not I should be starting a solo 401k using his 457. I don't know if we should be doing it as a Roth or should we not worry about that and, keep it more like in a brokerage or cash. And I just want to make sure I account for the right amount of taxes.
Are you self-employed right now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Aha. Okay. All right. So let's just knock off. So it's a 37% tax. I know the state you live in, so I'm going to
Yep.
add a little tax in on
I
that.
did actually already pay some state income tax because I didn't want to get a penalty.
Uh-huh. So what are you figuring your net is going to be?
I think it depends whether or not I do the 401k or not,
Uh-huh.
but I was looking at maybe 236 or something like that.
Okay, that's so far. So I was just going to do 250.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
They're going to go down in a tax bracket, Mark. I just want to point that out. There is a case that if she were to create, because the windfall's going to come in, it's 1099. You're a 1099 worker
Yes.
right now, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So she could have a solo 401k for this year only and try to take a chunk of money as the employer and the employee, right? And put the 60 something thousand in and not do it again next year. I mean, it adds to your pre-tax issue,
Yes.
but it does, but you might go down in tax bracket. Like this is a strange situation, Mark, because they're not going to be in the 37% tax bracket going forward.
Right.
So would you think in this situation, Mark Talercio, lover of a Roth, that we could do a pre-tax solo 401k?
What's the issue with just putting it in a brokerage account?
Well, I mean, look, she got to pay tax on it no matter what. Okay. But the question is, she's going to pay tax. And can we defray some of the tax, push the tax off? And look, there's only so much she can do. Should we take a chunk of it and try to push it aside for this year only? Like, I literally do not think you will need to actually ever put money into this 401k again,
Agreed.
unless you have
Yeah.
some other windfall.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a good benefit because they're not going to have that kind of income going forward. So that even in 7 years, he gets the 7,500. Okay. And, frankly, at that time, when they're retired and they're no longer making 250 grand, they're making $7,500 a month gross. What do you think you spend right now?
I think it's close to 12.
Okay. We could essentially start pulling money out from his age 59, from his retirement account, and live on some of this money until they claim Social Security, which is probably going to be, I don't know. We'll see how much money we really have at that time, but probably going to be at least 67 and maybe 70 for both of you.
And actually, I don't even know if he qualifies for it because
why not? He has a windfall elimination.
Well, because of he doesn't pay into it right now.
Oh, well, then he definitely doesn't get it.
Yeah, but he did work other years, so I just don't
but he's
know.
not going to. We're not going to make him work at 59.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So he could start pulling money. Look, he's got this traditional money. He's got 311,000. You're going to have rollover money. You're going to have to wait an extra year, right, till you start pulling money out. But we could pull out his tradition. We can make his traditional go away.
That's kind of what I've been thinking. Yeah.
Right. 50 grand a year. Take it out every year. That gives you your money. You don't have to take yours. I want to tell you something. This is a bet on tax rates.
Yep.
Okay? It's a bet. I think I'm going to go in. Mark, you can take the other side of this. I'm going in on the solo 401k pre-tax on this money.
Yeah, so eventually she'll have to pay ordinary income tax versus brokerage account. You just pay capital gains tax.
Well, that's the growth of it. But she doesn't have to pay. But she doesn't have to pay the income tax on the 37% on the money on the $60-something thousand we put away. I know it's a tough one. It's that
is the question. Yeah, that's really what I've been trying to figure out.
Because what Mark is saying is he's saying like, okay, but you pay the tax on it now, and then you're at the capital gains rate going forward.
Right.
Whereas as this money starts to accumulate, it keeps getting bigger and bigger, which will actually add up to more money, and then you're going to have to pull money out. But I think because of their age and being able to retire at 59 or 60 and using that money to fund them until her Social Security kicks in, I think in this 1 year, this could actually be the right decision. The money that goes in there she'll be able to pull out at a lower tax bracket than 37%.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thesis.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark's thesis is, what can you put in this year? $69,000 or something?
I think it might even be 76. I've been trying to figure that out.
I know.
Yeah,
I can't forget. I honestly could barely remember.
I know.
But look, most of the money is going to actually come into the brokerage account. I would just like to defer the taxes, and I'm going to make the bet. I feel comfortable with it. And Mark is going to be Roth Mark. I mean, I think we can get on board with either plan. And because you don't really need the money right now either. That's the other piece of it. You know, if you said all the money I have is $100,000 and I'm going to put 70 something in, I would say, no, don't do that. Right.
Yep. Right.
But you're going to, so if you have 250,000 and then some portion of that, because you'll keep more of the money. If you put 200 grand into your brokerage account now, then you have that money. It will grow. You'll keep making money. I don't think you're going to go wrong. Any other questions for us?
I do have one question. Yes.
Do it.
So one is that I still pay disability insurance, and it's about $3,800 a year. We have term life insurance that'll expire in 2028, so we'll just keep with that. But I'm just not sure.
Well, I mean, you're not an employee anymore.
Right.
And so DI, you're statistically more likely to become disabled in the next 7 years than die in the next 7 years.
Right.
So I'd keep it.
Okay.
If you're going to retire in 7 years, then you can get rid of it.
Okay.
But this is one of those things. It's like when my mother says, the long-term care bill came in. Should I pay it? I'm like, Mom, you're 84 years old. Yes,
my
pay it.
parents had the same question. I
You
said,
know, yes, pay it. This is the time I want. I hope we're throwing the money out the window. I really do.
Right. Okay.
So, all right, keep doing it.
Okay. That's
Julie,
awesome.
Windfall Julie, we're going to call her. And we are so grateful that you joined us.
Oh, thank you so much. This really helped a lot. And
really wish you all the best. And, you know, you are on track. You are, I think, amazingly fortunate. And we should all wish for windfalls for everybody. So thanks for joining us today. If you've got a windfall, if you want to know if you're on track, if you are thinking about a solo 401k or a Roth 401k or any type of financial question, we'd love to help you. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the contact us button, write us a note, and let us know if you'd like to join us on the air. Don't forget that you can sign up for our free weekly newsletter on our website, and you've got to check out the YouTube show. It's called Jill on Money, powered by The Compound. We've got some big interviews coming up there. Mark Talercio is the co-host and executive producer of this show, and he's the king of all things web. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. And of course, do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.